Hello, 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 New York City, 74th Street, Jackson Heights. We're here in Roosevelt Avenue with Broadway, where my friends from Los Herederos has this amazing space, LH Radio. This space is directed by Mauricio Bayona and Naomi Storm, who I want to thank very much for letting me have this space where I can invite artists, independent artists from New York City, local and immigrants. And my guests today are amazing. Tonight, because actually today, Thursday, we're doing it at nighttime. So thank you so much to everyone who was expecting the show yesterday. We have like a last minute inconvenience that we push it down to the Thursday because this is going to be the last show of the first season. So I wanted to make sure like we will have everything under control. And we didn't have enough space yesterday to make it happen. But today we are here. And for those of you who doesn't know me, my name is Jimena Zuluaga, and this is Diversity Jam. Diversity Jam started like 5 years ago as an audiovisual project. It's a documentary that I have been filming with my friends Ignacio Lecumberri and Nicole Fernandez, and also Alejandro Neira joined the project later on the project. And we have been documenting for the past 5 years different communities through the music, because music is inspiring, and what a best way to know New York City and the local communities like through music and art, right? And then when I met my friend Mauricio Bayona, I told him about my project, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you do like a podcast version of your documentary?" Which I was like, "Oh, okay." And this is crazy because the documentary I haven't released it yet, but it's gonna be released like in the summer. So we released first the podcast, which is like a podcast series that explores the lives of immigrants and the local artists in New York City, diving into their journeys, cultural backgrounds, and the challenges they face while celebrating the power of art to unite and inspire. And today, Thursday, 27th of March, we're gonna be closing the first series, the first season of Diversity Jam Sounds of New York City, and I want you guys to welcome my friends from Non-Residents to the radio. Hello, hello. As you guys can listen, like you're not here in the radio station, but as I told you before, like we are like in a little cabin inside the mezzanine of the Roosevelt Avenue and 74th Street. So there are windows where everyone is commuting to whatever they are commuting. Like the other day we were saying like more than how many thousands of people can like commute around here per day? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Okay, and I also want to shout out to the non-residents audience, for the fans, for being here with us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fucking love you.
We're gonna make you part of this, so stick close to us. Shout out to Belo de Osa in the house and to Jesse, of course. Okay, so what's up?
How are you?
Here we are.
Thanks for having us on this. Is fucking amazing. It's a great experience.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the rush time that we have today, but setting up everything. But we're here like ready to.
Oh, that's
You
totally
destroyed the
fine.
subway.
Very
And who
exciting.
is that voice I'm listening? Because I know who we are, but I don't know if the people that is listening
Got it.
outside, like if they
For
know.
people, I'm Amarù Fenoutt. I'm the leader and the singer of the band, Non-Residents. And here I have my
I am
brother.
Roberto Fenoutt. I am the drummer, and I play Tutruga too.
I'm Emilio, the bass player, joined to the band too.
Okay, so
He plays Ampoña too now.
nice. So,
My favorite.
pamphlet.
so as they say, like we were a little bit late, but we made like with the help of our friends from the resident who were like killers, are bringing like such an amazing sound system, and Camilo Cruz, who is our engineer from the house, that put it
Bravo,
together.
bravo.
Shout out to Camilo. I want you guys to have a little listen of what this band is about. ¿Qué tal esa música? ¿Ah? Qué bacán.
Del demonio.
Estábamos escuchando We Are Non-Residents. Esto hace parte del álbum, ayúdame, Amaru,
Nuestro primer álbum se llama Against Police Brutality.
Against Police Brutality. And We Are Non-Residents that you can find in Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, and all music stores. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about how this all started.
Okay. So we are from Chile, Emilio, Roberto, me, and our guitarist Max over there. Um, Me and Roberto, we're brothers. So we have a band there in Chile back in 2005, 6.
Yeah.
So I started singing there when I was 14, and we start playing like, I don't know, like, we play like 12 years over there, something like that.
Yeah. Before we stopped 2014.
So then we always want to like, I think we reached the limit over there, like in music in Chile. The best that you can do is like open for other bands, you know?
Okay, yes.
And at that time, it was only for like the friends of the producer, you know? Even if
Yeah.
you do everything right and you have the right crowd or whatever, you don't, it's hard to get those chances. So we always want to immigrate. We always want to like make this more international. And as soon as we have the visa waiver, we flew out.
You
like,
guys flew to New York.
We didn't
directly
know.
to New York City?
We didn't know about anything. Like we thought like, let's go to California, let's go to New York, let's go to another town. So we started researching bands and stuff like that.
The dream was coming to America, pursuing music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what we are here. So yeah, we just choose New York. We thought like we can like in wintertime we'd say, well, it's okay, we can sleep on the streets on the sidewalk and shit like that. And as soon as we step here and we feel that like freezing cold, it's like no way.
This day was not that bad, but I remember it was 32 degrees. I come in shorts and in tank top. I saw it in the airplane. Like, oh no, it's sunny, you know.
Like in Chile, if you look that it's sunny, it's warm.
It's
It's
warm,
warm.
yeah.
Okay.
Here,
And
no,
here
no,
not.
no.
No. Here like sunny, but it's like.
So yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, we coming here and we coming to upstate New York, you know.
Yeah, we get to upstate New York. So the idea was like to start with, to continue with the same band, get new musicians, get a guitar player, a bass player, but it was like kind of hard, like since because we live in upstate that is so far and there's nothing over there, and because musicians don't seem interested like in playing something that it was created already.
Right.
So we decided like to do a new band, and it
So
took
you
us-
guys were playing what you were playing back in Chile.
Yeah,
What's the name of that band? Is it still non-resident?
Thrash It.
No, that's Thrash It.
Okay. And but you guys like kept the same concept, or you like adapted like?
we
Just
adapted
leave.
like to
Just
New York. I
leave.
think it's like
Okay.
I think we learn a lot. Like you have to like crash against the reality here, and be really humble and learn about the scene, the people, the way of life. I think all of those aspects like, and also be immigrant. Those aspects like hit you hard, you know, and get molding you like.
Right.
You know, when your reality change, everything changes. It's true. Like for the
So we
we
can say-
choose the name or no, like a non-resident.
Non-residents.
Yeah.
So we can say that non-residence is like the concept that came out after Roberto and Amaru come to New York City and explore the city and the sound of the city, and to be in this situation of being an immigrant in a city full
Yeah.
of people,
Like
right?
really like we get some like Argentinian friends, and everyone told us like, oh, you don't have to say that you're illegal or whatever, you know. You always keep that in secret and
Yes.
stuff like that, and always was like that conversation, like
Right.
wherever you go, never say anything about your status, you know. And Trump came first Trump mandate came.
This is why we're here. Like that's the whole idea of Diversity
And-
Jam. That was my answer to Trump politics. Like, hey, let me show you what immigrants are doing.
So Trump came to the power, and it was like, okay, you have to be more quiet now, you know, be like more cautious. It was like, fuck it, like right
we
on
are
the
who
face.
we
Yeah,
are.
to
We are
represent what they are.
non-residents. To whatever we get, you know, if we get for like whatever part of this journey, that's what's like the game, you know. And we want to
Okay.
like go straight ahead with that.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
That is definitely a very strong concept. So then you guys are here in New York City, and then you meet like a yes resident or another
No,
non-resident.
Now
Yeah.
he's resident.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
You shouldn't say that.
I'm just kidding. I was talking about the band.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only thing I
No,
was
I'm
talking
always going
about.
to be a non-resident, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, but yeah. When I got here, I was like the same everybody wants, like just work, do like where you come
Working
here.
hard.
Yeah.
But you are also Chilean, right,
Yeah, I'm
Emilio?
Chilean too. But we didn't met in Chile before.
You guys met here in
Yeah.
New York City. How did that happen? How did that magic
Right
happen?
there. Yeah, so I was here. I play music in Chile too. With my family, I have my cousin. We play
Like
with-
also
we start-
also metal.
it's metal, but more like everything. I'm more like open to other kind of music, but I like metal too. And so I got here. I really miss my band in Chile. I was like not playing here. I didn't have a bass. I didn't have a guitar. Like that was so sad for me and
You were living
frustrated.
the New York,
Ye-
New York life,
yeah,
where you
I'm-
forget about who you are.
Then I discovered I can go to a guitar center and like, just play all day there. I went there all Sunday and spent all my day there playing all the instruments I can, and it was like for free. Like in Chile, you can't do that. The guys go there and like, hey, you can play that, or if you want to really play something, you have to buy it, or really buy something. So that was my day by day in New York. Until I met Amaru in a birthday party, and like a lot of people from everywhere, and he was Chilean. It's like, hey, you're Chilean, and we would start a conversation until we got to the music, and it's like, oh yeah, I have a band. He said, I'm looking for a bassist. It's like, I'm a bassist.
I'm a bassist. I play Guitar Center every Sunday.
Yeah.
Come check my playing.
Yeah, of course. It's like, okay, we both was really happy. Like, oh,
Love it.
Like we both were looking at each other, and he's like, okay, let's go to my house this day. We manned the house. We practiced the song. It was like
How long ago was this?
Oh, that was funny. Like the first time that we met Emilio, like playing, I was working, so I told Roberto and our first guitarist at the time, like, okay, like I have this new guy that is gonna go to the house, to practice, to learn the song and stuff like that. But Emilio have like a picture in his profile that with a suit and a tie. So I saw that. Oh, I told him like try to like look good, like be nice, don't be like don't say too many bad words and stuff like that. And ended up like going well, like
same.
fantastic.
Yeah, they were expecting someone like long hair, because now I have long hair, but
Right.
before
You're
like
just-
the office profile.
Okay.
And I never wear like my like dress like a metal guy or something. So these guys were like, "Are you sure? Like, he play metal? Where you play? Like,
It's-
what
it's
you
funny,
like?"
but-
It's like, yeah, I like everything.
I remember I believe like 2 months, like Emilio play Ricardo Arjona. For the people like I don't know, it's like a
Like
uh,
romantic
But
music.
funny
They
thing
don't
that,
need
like,
to know.
the
They
e-
don't need to know.
but the cool thing like about the
Do them a
initiation,
favor. They don't need to know who Ricardo Arjona
the cool
is.
thing about the initiation, we told Emilio, okay, you can be in the band, but you have to drink For Loco.
Oh, in
Everyone
this moment
drink
we,
for
we
Loco.
drink
You know
for
that
Loco.
drink?
Eh,
For Loco?
No, you don't drink. You have to drink For Loco now. Like someone get the For
Someone
Loco.
bring me a For Loco.
For Loco is a
please.
really nice beverage.
I think I
It's
heard
pretty-
about it.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
think I heard
strong.
about it.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
but I
strong. It's
haven't.
pretty cheap, and we were like, when we just discovered that, it's like the Arizona, like, oh, you came, oh, there's Arizona drinks, oh, it's amazing.
And so
And
you
then
brought
it's-
a For Loco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we-
was
we-
the first time.
That was the first
We stopped
test.
in some point.
Yeah,
That was too
he
much.
drank 2 For Locos and passed out like because it was strong.
No, but I never drink anymore For Loco since that day. That was the first and the last time.
That was
And
that
you
was
don't listen to Arjona anymore.
no.
We drank some time, yeah, but we stopped.
Yeah, we stopped our era of For Loco.
That's too much. That's too much.
How long ago was this? Like, when did that happen?
4
Like,
years
4
ago.
years.
4 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago.
And so
yeah.
this is the first band you play with, like
Like a metal band, yes.
yeah. And how did that change your life after you meet them and you didn't need it to go to Guitar Center anymore? Or
Oh
whatever?
yeah, it was a lot for me. For me, I grow like a musician, like a friend, like a person with this. Give me the opportunity to meet a lot of people, know a lot of like connections, really nice people you can see here. Yeah, it was amazing for me, and I love it. I love it. And since I met these guys, we've been learning together in the process. Some downs, some ups, and it's It's part of it. It's so fun. I mean, I love it. I love all this.
And really, it's funny, but with Emilio was like we know each other for. It's like my friends from Chile is the same.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's the
Yeah,
personality.
Are you
was a
guys
great
from
connection.
the same city?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, like the first day when I went there, I was learning the songs with the first guitarist. And it was like I met this guy for all my life. Like we're being friends for all since ever. And
We
Yeah,
feel
it was like that connection. Like
yeah, it was crazy. It was cool.
and we learn a lot. Like I really stay in a city like that, like this. You grow in like a musician, you know. But it's a lot of good musicians, a lot
Yo,
of good space to
Shout
play.
out to Jesse. Like first show
Yeah.
that we have
Oh yeah, with Jesse.
was in the
with
Bronx.
Jesse.
Was in the,
Yeah,
in the
La
Bronx
Jungla.
in La Jungla, and we didn't know what to expect the first show. Like always in Chile, we have to.
How
have-
did they go, Jesse? Esa! Chilean
So-
power,
So
darling.
first show, we get used in Chile that after like 90% of the shows, there's a fight, or with the people inside the crowd, or there's always the police coming. So we get the used to like bring a baseball bat, you know. That's the way you protect yourself or soft fight, you know.
Okay.
We're never be
Okay.
like we're like really like how is it charming people? I don't know. We don't like violence.
This we are talking
no,
back,
but you need to
with
defend
this
yourself,
we are
huh?
talking back in South America or
Yeah.
also here?
No, back in South
Back
America.
in South America.
Yeah.
So first show here was in the Bronx, La Jungla. We used to live in the Bronx, so it's not a problem. Like, oh, it's not a stigmatization, but we get there with a baseball bat. We say like, oh, American people are more taller, bigger, like you know, you have to be prepared. And I saw amazing band. I saw Jesse play with Slashers. I saw many other bands that were great that night, and they were like so kind to us. That was like melt my heart, like you know.
No, was great.
So I'm forever grateful for playing with them like many times, and also my friends in the back. And there's so many musicians too.
Come on,
So-
Lucy. Jesse doesn't look aggressive as you expect.
no, a cool guy.
Yeah.
No,
And so
Yeah.
what did you do with the bait?
um,
Nothing. This was the first and
I
the
feel
last.
stupid after, you know. I feel stupid after. And
No,
everyone has been so kind here, you know.
They open up with.
Whereas like we never like find anyone rude here.
No.
Why don't
so-
we take like a musical break and
Yeah.
then we keep talking about this metal, hardcore, trash? What you are gonna explain me because I know nothing about this. So let's take a musical break and let's come back to the studio in 1 minute. Estábamos escuchando You Should Be Like Me de Non-Residents. Para todos aquellos que se están apenas conectando, estamos con una banda de inmigrantes chilenos que viven en New York City y hace unos 10 años tienen esta banda que se llama Non-Residents.
5 años va a ser.
5 años, sorry, perdón, ustedes están acá hace 10
Sí.
años, la banda está aquí hace 5 años. Muy bien, para todos los que no me conocen, mi nombre es Jimena Zuluaga, están escuchando Diversity Jam Sounds of New York City, un podcast donde documento bandas locales e inmigrantes en la ciudad. Y estás escuchando el último episodio de la primera temporada y quiero agradecer a mis amigos Naomi Storm, Mauricio Bayona por abrir este espacio para mí, a Camilo Correa por todos estos 10 episodios estar detrás poniéndose la 10, haciendo el sonido, el trabajo que hace es impresionante, gracias Cami. También quiero agradecer a Swami Castro y a Rocker Films, que son los que han estado haciendo la parte audiovisual de este documental, que si no lo han hecho todavía, los invito a que vayan a YouTube channel Diversity Jam Sounds of New York City, donde pueden tener la experiencia de ver todo el podcast en vivo. El programa de hoy con Non-Residents lo podrán apreciar en el canal de YouTube en 8 días. Así que si siguen las redes sociales de Diversity Jam en Instagram o donde quieran, también está el podcast en Spotify, o la mejor manera también, más rápida, pueden encontrar todo el contenido en los archivos de LH Radio.
Yeah.
Seguimos en el estudio con Amarù, con Roberto y con Emilio, y ahora vamos a hablar un poquito de la música que hacen, del proceso colectivo, de cómo se empieza como a generar esa ebullición entre los músicos. Sé que tenemos a Emilio y a Amarù y a Matt y a Roberto aquí, pero sé que también hay otros integrantes que no están presentes hoy.
Ajá. Sí, tenemos a Ron Iglesias de las guitarras, un chico de New Jersey, tenía que tocar hoy día. Y tenemos a Max. Ahora ellos se unieron hace poquito a la banda. hemos pasado por algunos cambios de integrantes.
Pero una nueva formación.
Así que está bueno. Me gusta ahora la vibra, la onda está bastante buena.
Y cuéntenme, ¿cómo hacen ustedes su proceso creativo? ¿Hay alguien que lidera? ¿Hay alguien que llega con una letra? ¿Empiezan a llamear y de ahí van buscando entre los tres qué hacer? If you guys want, we can switch to English.
Como tú quieras.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna switch because I know que ustedes tienen un montón de seguidores que están acá que no hablan español
Sí,
y
hagamos
me
en inglés,
gustaría que no se aburran. Así que los que están allá
English.
escuchándonos detrás del micrófono en sus oídos, clases de inglés a punto de empezar.
Open English.
Okay, so, for free, just one
Yeah.
click away. Okay, so we were
but
saying.
creative process, more like that's something specific thing we have like in mind. We always have in mind that have to be something rude with energy, with power, and that make people move. Also, that keep people like can sing it. You know, that's like our focus when we do music. Like, you have to sing
We're
the song.
learning in this
Yeah,
process.
I mean it's been a process that we've been learning, but
it's so different how we make the music in Chile, how we make the music now after our first album. After our first album is different. Really, now I think the creative process is. I can explain what happened now. Like we have a whole album like we did years ago, but now we need to meet and make a new music for what happening
Now.
no, but the society marks a lot for us what happened, and what need to write and say, and I think now we will try to write first and then create the music. But normally we create the music and then Amaru do the magic with
do
the
the-
lyrics. Yeah,
Lyrics,
he's very
melody.
good. Like hear music and put it the lyrics correctly. And I think like our the process with the first album was jamming.
Was
We
it
have
with
some
the first
ideas.
guitarist?
Yeah, our first guitarist. We have some ideas. But it depends. Everybody can create in a residence. It's
Yeah.
like we love like I have different flavors.
we I think it's good about us that we encourage to musicians to go with those ideas, you know, because sometimes there's a lot of good musicians but they can never create a song, you know, because
Right.
they feel that it's not good enough and stuff like that. So since we don't have a guitarist when we start with Roberto, like we start creating our own guitar lines, you know. Of course, I can't play the songs, but he created some songs, I create some songs, and then when Victor, the first guitarist, came, we do another songs. Like we told him, like, let's go do it, let's do it, like let's do a riff like that or something like that. He come back to Chile and his friends start telling like, oh, those are fucking shitty ideas, you know. So he get depressed and stuff like that, and then when he come back, say like, no, this is bad, this is crap and stuff like that, and we say like, no, brother, like let's do it, let's
We
record
have a
it, let's
song.
finish the songs, and it's been great, like you know, like we're still playing the old songs and people like it and people sing it, so I'm so proud of it. So I like that part of like encourage that you can create something cool about any idea, you know.
Yeah, it's you have the basic ideas and then you pull each and make it. And you really what I learned here in USA, but a different from Chile. Like in Chile, when you play a lot, you play 12 times per year, 20 times per year. It's like
Okay.
a lot. But here, the first year we play like 40 times, 50
Wow.
times, sometimes 2 times per night, the same night. And when you play your songs and you live like they take form, you know, in the stage.
Right.
And this is a good point for our creations, you know. Like we play,
Yeah.
we play these songs, and then we say, okay, it's ready
That's
for
like
recording.
That's a key part of our music. I think that okay, let's do the song and let's play it a lot and see what happens. Like even because you learn, you know, it's too long. Like make it short because you know the people get distracted or whatever, or people is.
And
I
it's,
don't
it's
know.
very cool how the people react to the music first until like recording. But when the songs can change all the time until you're recording. When we're recording, this is stop. Like this is the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You must play. We must play like this. You know? But yeah, it's
It's something like that, you know.
yeah.
When I got to the band, it was the first guitarist, and the songs were pretty rough still. Like
Okay.
some song like we're still changing parts and things like that. And then everything was pretty done to record the album, and the guitarist left. He went to Chile. She went back to Chile, and for us it was kind of scary because we were like, because this guy was the guitarist and he was like the leader in that time because
Right.
he's was making the riff and everything, and we were pretty scared about.
And they like 4 years have a guitarist, and
It's-
was like, oh no.
Yeah,
again
and it's like,
again.
what are we gonna do now? How are we gonna compose music and everything? It's gonna be so hard. But once he left, we start like growing up by ourselves.
And the COVID is coming.
Sorry,
now,
at that-
we live together. in
Sorry,
the
at
That
that,
was
at the time,
Oh,
at the time when he
nice.
left, we have to record the album, and also we have like 15 or 20 gigs booked
Oh yeah,
that we have to play. You know,
I know
so
that
we say,
feeling.
"Fuck, it, let's do it with Emilio as just bass player."
just bass. People was,
And-
you guys are crazy. How you play metal just with bass? It's like
Yeah. But what's
And why
good.
I can
What's good,
grade
yeah.
and make the core of the band more tight. I think
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good, you know.
Okay.
we got really tight, and the songs got another vibe. Because now I listen the songs with Victor, the first guitarist, and sounds different. Even the same songs
Okay.
we're hearing now,
Okay.
it sounds different, another vibe. And after he left, we start playing together, and the songs like
Evolve.
get a point that the song got a lot of energy. We got the vibe, and it's like it's just part of it. Part of
Awesome.
us.
Yeah, and really was like a journey for the songs, like playing different venues, different people. We know more and more
When
people.
you guys said that you play like about like, for example, 4 years last year, or when you say you play in different venues, what community are we talking specifically? Like where can anyone that doesn't know anything about metal, a tourist, let's say, but they dig into metal music and they are listening to this program because they are in Chile or in Colombia and they comment, like how can they start to discover this whole community?
You know, that's so big here in New York City. One thing good that I can say about us, like, it's like we start playing with like metal Latino scene, and when you start that, it's like pretty hard to get out of that kind of scene. And also, there's like a fear like to interact with like more American guys or another kind of scenes that they're in like in New York. And we start going out to shows and start talking people. We didn't speak good at the time, you know. I mean,
Right.
English, they
we,
say-
we
Good
still
English.
we still learning English, but at the time we can like held a conversation, and of course it's kind of intimidating, but we start going and people start being nice, so we start like knowing this scene. So we basically play like in metal shows, we play in hardcore shows, we play in punk shows, we also play some like alternative rock or folk shows too, because we are involved in many of the culture of New York City. Like we have our friends that play boleros, we have friends that play cumbia.
One friend wanna make a show like with cumbia and metal. I don't know if this
And
will
rap.
be work, but yeah, this happening in New
Everything
York.
with
no?
Colombian is gonna be fire.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
This is happening in New York. You have a lot of styles, a lot of people in every corner. It's like a lot of musicians. doing-
But
And what
I-
bands you guys can recommend for
I
anyone
have
that
Lake Lanier there.
Lake Lanier?
Jaramia is a hell of a singer.
it's the future.
Yeah, that she's amazing. They have band Lake Lanier. There's a guy that is pretty known here in the States and worldwide that's called Hay6 Records. He recording shows all the way, you know, and they just been featuring there in the YouTube channel, like millions of views.
Nice.
So that's fucking awesome. We have our friends of Furia that left for had some drinks, I think. They're coming now. Of course, Jesse and Prostitution.
Slasher
And
and
Slashers. They're pretty good bands. Another bands that I can call like is Rebelmatic.
Romantic.
Rebelmatic's amazing. I like the Terrorist, our brothers. There's so many bands like you mentioned. Like I think we get into an scene like more hardcore. It's like the main thing. But what I like compared to other scenes like out of New York, that is more diverse, you know. Like every band have their own flavor. So it's fucking cool because you can have a bill that every band sounds unique, but it's inside on the same vibe. So you practically will at a metal band, like a thrash metal band, but we have more like a hardcore vibe.
Okay.
That's like our attitude in those shows are hardcore.
Yeah,
but we live like punks, you know. We are like DIY, like really punks in mind, you know, like anti-systemic and all the shit, you know. So
vegan.
we are like, let's go vegan. Let's go, you motherfuckers, vegan.
Yummy barbecue.
Yeah.
No, but we play with metal in Chile. We don't not involved in hardcore in Chile.
Okay.
But here, what's the vibe? I think the hardcore here in New York is everything. Every band have a little of hardcore.
Yeah.
Here, wherever you play, and it's the vibe, you know, the energy you have.
And those guys
people-
are amazing. Like the hardcore crowd, the hardcore bands, the hardcore people. Like it's amazing. Like they've been great with us, and there's always so
jam.
talented.
They do everything.
They're always
in the
so
crowd.
talented people, you know. There's always like amazing like photographers, videographers, like people doing science, you know, scenes and
Some people like
musicians.
like a drawing in the same.
Yeah, like people who it's crazy about it, and it's like the respect, like a violent thing, but all respectful, all like taking care of the next one, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing.
One time I hear like the metalheads and hardcores looks like aggressive people, but it's kind people, and the hippies looks like a kind people, but it's very aggressive. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is the
I
difference.
pretty agree with that.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that because when we compose music, like I don't like in the second album, I've been more active creating music with Roberto, and it's not like okay, let's sit here and let's do something thrash, let's do something hardcore, let's do whatever we have, like we can do.
Yeah. It's
That
art,
could be
no?
also like a little bit of this like New York sound that only sounds to New York City,
Yeah,
right?
when-
That
like-
you cannot put it just in one box.
Yeah,
but
I
you
agree.
have
Yeah,
so many
We're
influences
not
from
even
everywhere.
putting in a box what we want to play. If it sounds thrash, cool. It sounds hardcore. If it sounds punk, like whatever. If it sounds progressive, I don't know.
Whatever people or producer, we are different.
You said another
kind of
day
style.
in Dimbax, you say something like sounds very.
Yeah, that's what it. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
I-
I think every producer is like different for us. Oh, you're a metal band. Oh, you're a punk band.
Yeah,
or
it's
you're
like-
a hardcore band. I mean,
Right.
whatever.
You
We are
said we are like a metal band with hardcore energy and punk ideals, something like that.
Yes.
I want to take this moment to have some interaction with the audience. Shout out
Yep.
¿Qué
to
pasó?
non-resident followers for following the if anyone wants to ask anything or comment anything or interact with us, you're very, very welcome to the table, to the mics.
Hello,
Hello.
my name.
Someone want to say something?
Someone.
How you guys are pretty cute.
Come to the microphone.
I move from right here.
We can listen to you.
Like, I know you guys well, and I've played a lot of shows with you. What is like the main goal? What would be like you would feel successful
If I eat
Being
tomorrow,
in a stadium band. Yeah, being in a stadium band.
realistically?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's our goal. Like, I don't want to stop until, I mean, I don't want to stop never, but that's the goal. Like, we want to be a stadium band and, yeah, to the very top. And you know what, too? It's because we have some beliefs, and we think that people that are on the top is not helping to other people right now. Like, the world is a shitty place right now, and you need bands that have influence and that have power to help people and to give a message. So that's why I want to be on the top.
And you have like stadium anthems, like the song that they played before. Oh, that's like it's really like
I can see a whole stadium.
it's like really anthemic, which is cool.
I hope.
That's the idea. Yeah, that is
we
it.
hope. We hope.
I did that.
We have another question from our audience right
I
here.
just wanted to say that I've been going to shows for a long time, and when I went to, it was at one of the shows, and this is when I first met these two, and it was a small venue. I forgot which venue it
The
was. I think
Windjammer.
Niagara or something.
The Windjammer.
Maybe, yeah. And then I see this one, Roberto, and he's tall as heck. He's super intimidating. And I'm like, look at this guy in the pit. He's probably mean. And then I came up to him, and he's like, hi. I'm like, oh, you're sweet. Okay, that's the opposite. But they are like the nicest people you will ever meet in a scene, I swear.
Have you guys ever collaborated in a song together?
No, I want to.
We want it.
I want to in the new EP.
And that's gonna be the next interview right here. I want to listen to your band.
Yeah, she's amazing. Okay, Lake Lanier have a show now this Saturday. You can watch them play because it's
Where
Caramia
is
birthday.
it?
Happy birthday.
Yay,
Every day, happy birthday, Caramia. So she have a birthday party show and our little lady. Our
Wicked Lady.
Yeah.
I love our Wicked Lady. I'll take this moment to let everyone know that our Wicked Lady is doing a GoFund because we need to save the music, the live music venues. After COVID, they have been experiencing crazy insurance, so the price is being bigger and bigger. And so I want to take this moment for all of you who are in the position of support. Go to the GoFundMe of our Wicked Lady and help.
The music if alive in New York is for you have a lot of venues.
Please, Saint Vitus died, when it was like a huge
Blackton
impact.
51 die after
That's
COVID.
so many venues that died, and it's like everyone gets mad expensive, for venues, and that's where we can say whatever we want, that's our houses,
Real-
mini houses. So
Yes.
I
we
don't know
save
how-
every venue.
The other day I hear some people say stop to upload music to
Spotify?
Yeah, to Spotify and just go and see the music like it's happening now.
But you can
But
listen this episode on Spotify next week.
Next week. But
and Apple Music and you.
it's very different when you hear music just in your phone and when you experience a live show. Live show is totally different. Change your life.
Right, if you're a local, go buy that ticket. And if the interest is $5, you don't need to be on the guest list. Pay for the ticket. Pay down for the ticket.
And really, it's very. This is what most beautiful for the music for me here in New York is every year is new kids coming, but in our countries we start to drink at 16, 14 or less. Here they need to wait to 21 to go to venues.
Right.
And really for the people I go to the first show, you saw it the experience. It's oh no, this is amazing, and this gives you all of love and energy for you like a musician.
That's another thing that I love in New York, that every year there's an injection of new bands, So it's cool. It's always new bands, always new bands.
Okay.
But in Chile we have this problem. I think you must be an old band for a big success or for be somebody know you, but here the people put more attention at what's happening the new kids coming.
That's what I love from New York,
scene.
and that's what helped us a lot. That was oh, you're a new band, let's want to play.
Let's go.
Okay, let's open. We opened 40 shows. It was awesome, let's play, and we play everywhere.
Very, very close community, right?
Yeah.
Very,
Everybody
very
know each
tight.
other, or you see.
I think after that you're new, you have to demonstrate who you are, position it, recording an album, do better shows, do something better. But when you're new, it's let's go play, and that's what we wanted.
I love that. Hey, if you're listening to this show, go check out these bands that we were just talking about. Non-residents, go check the metal, hardcore, punk,
metal,
community.
We have some folk, too.
You can go to our Wicked Lady, to TVI, to Bowery Electric.
Yeah,
to
next show we have is at the Broadway on
the
April 4th.
Broadway.
And
In
then
April
we
4th.
have a show on our Wicked Lady on April 12th. So you can check it out.
Amazing. Let's take a musical break. I want to listen to the song. I chose this one. It's the last musical break we're gonna make before the live performance that non-resident are gonna give us. And as you guys know, Diversity Jam Sounds of New York City always finish with a live performance that by the band I interview. We are gonna listen to Brutal Cueca. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And I also want to take this 1 minute to dedicate this song to my father. Es el cumpleaños de mi papá.
¡Feliz cumpleaños!
¡Feliz cumpleaños!
Feliz cumpleaños, papito lindo. Te amo, te adoro con toda mi alma. It's been 2 years since I haven't seen my father, and I miss him so much. But I'm going to see him soon. So yeah, happy birthday, papi. I love you. Gracias por sintonizar mi show todas las semanas. And this is Brutal Cueca. I don't know what the song is about, but I know you're going to love it. Mwah. estaban escuchando Brutal Cueca de Non-Residents. Me encanta esa canción, te lo juro. Como yo estuve escuchándolos, estudiándolos mucho esta semana y me pegué con esa canción. Así.
En vivo, ahora, bueno, ahora lo va a ver en vivo.
Ahora
En vivo
lo voy
es
a-
muy emocionante.
Emocionante.
A la gente, sobre todo a los americanos, le emociona mucho. Sí.
Perfecto, perfecto. Bueno, y seguimos acá en LH Radio con Non-Residents. Y ahorita ya estamos cerrando esta entrevista, pero les voy a pedir que se queden conectados porque Non-Residents va a regalarnos un performance en vivo acá en la estación. Y ellos mismos trajeron todo el sonido. Si ustedes todavía no lo pueden ver, pero la estación hoy está de celebración porque estamos cerrando esta primera temporada con todos los juguetes. Entonces, antes de cerrar este último bloque, I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up for you guys.
Okay, so as we mentioned before, like we were working on an album, but now we decided like we have to do something else now, new songs. So we were working in EP, I think 4 or 5 songs. Maybe we can do some like collaborations with other musicians here about like everything what's happening now, like because it's
Trump,
crazy.
ICE, everything. Yeah, but
The wars and stuff like that, you know. So we will be working on that like pretty soon. So hopefully in May we can release the first songs
Nice.
from the EP. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of promotion about that, and we have some shows coming up this year. We're working a lot in trying to do tours. Now it's crazy like for us like going to Virginia or more to the middle of the country, of course because it's hard. So we're gonna start like doing tours like in East Coast. So we are working on that now. We have
Nice.
some cool show that's gonna be at Tompkins Square Park on May 24 for Memorial
May
Day.
24.
Yeah, we're headlining that one, and that it's
Love
gonna be
it.
crazy. Last year was crazy show, like best show ever for us, and this year we wanna like do it.
Tompkins
Even
Square
better.
Park.
Yeah, it was 1,000
Those shows
people.
are always crazy. You
That's
should go to.
crazy.
Everybody should go. Because
And people
those
love it.
shows-
Like you know, like as we talk, like people that didn't like metal or hardcore punk, when they watch the show, like they love it too. So I encourage to everyone welcomes to go to those shows. Like it's awesome.
and it's
it's
outside,
fire.
so outside shows in the park is.
No, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the
playing
best.
for the community, right? It's playing for this
Yeah.
community. Hey, I want to ask you something. Do you guys play like with the Chilean community? Let's talk a little bit about the Chilean community here
yeah.
in New York City. Where do the Chilenos hang out?
So first, like there was like no Chilean community before like 2019. You know, there's a lot of people like pretty right wing. It's pretty crappy people. Like I don't care like whatever is right or left wing, but they were like really crappy old people. Like you ask for something and they like laugh at you and say like, "Hey, come back to Chile. Like, we don't want you
I
here."
remember
shit like
that
that.
my first year here, I don't have Amarù come back to Chile to sell his stuff. I stay, and I don't have money and job and nothing. And somebody said like, "I know, come back and it's your problem." You know that this was like this. After I think 2018,
On 2019,
19, we created some community.
because we have like there was like an app racing, like social app racing in Chile. So it was a lot of chaos protests,
I
like
remember.
millions of people
That you
like
guys took the
protesting.
subways.
Police
Yeah.
was extremely heavy, like for a country like us that we have like a long dictatorship. Like the government like decided to put out the military guy, the persons to like control the people was crazy, you know. So there was like many disappearing people, like many people without eyes. So we saw this impact us so heavy. So we decided like, I remember we were like living together at the time, like say like let's fucking do a protest, like whatever outside of the consulate and stuff like that. So we put it together. We put it like in the Chilean community Facebook group. A lot of hate, but then a lot of people join it. And then we start doing like protests like in Times Square and protests in Union Square, and more people join it, you know. And we play music like Chilean protest music and stuff like that. And more people from Colombia also like join it. And we create like a collectivo, it's called Matapagos at first, and they show the name because Pacos in Chile is
Like
the police.
Police, right?
Yeah.
It was like police killers, because the dog that we have like a dog with that's always like in the protest. And then we start like getting a community that many other friends that are like artists or or painters. They are like musicians. So
But really, in New York, we don't have a big Chilean community.
no, it's not like another.
We can meet with Latinos in general, but
Solo la del patio de Benjamín.
solo
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Actually, we met
Que es
Benjamin
privada,
there.
¿no?
We met Benjamin there.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
came last
Oh.
week.
Yeah,
And he played guitar. That
Yeah.
at that
Yeah,
time,
I
we're-
remember.
Yeah, at that time we were playing jazz with bass, and Benjamin like say
Yeah.
we start playing our music in Junior Square after a protest, and he said, "Oh, that's cool. Like, what do? You want to play? Yeah,
Let's
go."
do it. Let's
Yeah.
get
He's a
into
jazz
this.
player.
Yeah,
No.
that was interesting. He is studying in the NYU, like jazz and like.
He never played metal before.
He played with that. He said, "I like that song, those songs, so let's do it." And for us, it was okay. There's like a jazz guy playing with us metal. It was cool.
So if we don't have a strong Chilean community as we have like a Colombian community, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
like for those of you guys that are here in the audience, when was the last time you guys were walking around this station? Like long time ago, or you come here very often?
Yesterday, the day before,
5 blocks away. Yesterday I was here.
Okay, so you guys are familiar with the station?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so outside this station, you guys have like the biggest Colombian community in
Oh, yeah.
outside Colombia.
Yeah, it's a lot of cool restaurants.
Yes, and there is like there is even like a little sign that says like Little Colombia.
Oh, really?
Bunch of
Really?
bunch of Colombian restaurants, blah 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 blah. So we said that we don't have something like big like that for the Chilean community.
No.
But
No.
is there any neighborhood where you guys can go
No.
and
No.
not
No.
yet?
I think like in New Jersey, you
Okay.
can.
But it's not a community also. Like,
No.
Yeah, but you can have more Chileans living together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in
Because
what is the
they
name?
are-
What is the name?
because they're scary of being in New York, so they moved to New Jersey.
New Jersey.
No, that happened. That happened. Like, oh no, I don't like New York. I moved to New Jersey.
Where is the part of New Jersey?
In Union Street, Union
City, Union City.
Union City.
Union City, maybe. Yeah,
And
you
Union
can
City.
find some restaurants. It's a
Which
restaurant here.
restaurant would you
it's a
recommend?
restaurant in the 108.
You have like
maybe?
a little Chilean community in Miami,
Okay.
but that's like the worst kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
people that was like on TV or like
All the
People like
reasons why we are
was
here.
canceled in Chile coming
Yeah.
to live in
All the
Miami.
people
the
that
reasons
quit-
why we left.
Yeah, no,
all the
no,
people
no,
that
no.
is canceled in Chile now, like live in Miami.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this restaurant. I want to know where can I eat like a nice completo italiano
Oh,
or
yeah,
like-
churrillana
I'm gonna invite you
or
because
una vaina así.
We have a couple restaurants. I think one is in Long Island in Valley Stream, and one is here. And
Which one is the one that is here that you were saying?
they moved.
108.
It was like La Roja de Todos.
La
It was
Roja
like
de
an,
Todos?
but they moved like I don't know to College Point or whatever. I don't, you know what is it? It's College Point, so it's far. You know, it's not in the city.
Yeah.
Really?
we-
What happened?
we-
what
we-
bad that happened in the Chilean restaurant? That they take too long to get your food. You know, you have to wait a lot. That's good, but you
Maybe
have to
we
wait.
can buy you for September in the Chilean Independence.
Yes.
this is
There's a lot
funny.
of
This is
parties
funny.
there.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think
Maybe
I
in the
was-
Benjamin
I was
patio.
in one celebration of this in the Bronx with a killer
Yeah,
lineup
yeah,
with
yeah.
awesome Chilean artists,
Yeah.
super nice people, super
It's funny.
open.
In Chile, you have two times like for good parties. In the 18 de septiembre, September 18,
And Año Nuevo.
and yeah, New Year.
And the
This
New
this
Year.
is where it's big
Yeah.
celebration.
So it's like we have to do
Yeah.
something those days.
That's I have to say this like in New Year's Eve in New York sucks. Like, there's no party.
like the
Yeah,
the
it
community.
sucks.
There's no party like every
No.
people like in the street and shit. Of course, it's pretty cold.
I went back to Chile
Oh, yeah.
last year for the holidays, and I went there for a New Year. I haven't been there for 7 years. It was my first
Okay,
time
wow.
since that. So that was the best. The best that happened to me in 7 years, and that was the best.
To
The
have this
be-
nostalgia
like
back,
having
right?
having
To
a new
celebrate,
year
like,
there with my
with
family
parade.
and everything.
Everyone dancing.
It's like I
Everyone
I
happy.
danced all night, like not stop, and it's like
So
It's not
one
We
of-
need to
Close to
wake
here.
up in the park, like drunk.
Here's-
Another like
New Year
January
here is
1
so
first.
depressed.
Yeah.
So depressed. It's like
Yeah, no, it's,
But-
the party stop like early. I don't know.
we can make it better.
Yeah.
You know-
we can start creating
Yeah.
our
Yeah, I
own
think-
Chilean
We
independence
know-
Day.
but
Curated,
when-
but non-residents and one
we have
resident.
we have a place in Bushwick that we have a rooftop, so we do shows there. We do like a lot of parties,
Right.
and I don't know. We put like 100, 120 people sometimes. and it's because we like to party with people, like have a space and it's not a bar, and you can like be like free, and that place was cool because the skyline of the city looks
Right.
beautiful. We have like the subway right there, so we do a lot of parties, New Year's parties, like shows, like Independence Chilling Day there.
So
we
one of
need
the
more.
one of the main reasons and the voice of the author behind Diversity Jam is like when you listen to the episodes of Diversity Jam, you can say like, oh no, like you are just putting flags in the bands or in the artists. Like last week we have a band from Colombia, La Rueda de Oro. Then before that we have Noor Harkati from Lebanon, and so you bring them to talk about their community. So you are just categorizing like, oh, you are Colombian, you are Chilean, but actually the whole point of Diversity Jam is as immigrants, like, hey, do you know where you can go to eat like a nice completo italiano or to celebrate with
okay.
Chileans? So we can start mixing, right? Because especially by the times we are facing, I feel like as immigrants we are so divided, so separated one from each other, and it's like, So I want to thank you so much for coming to
Everybody goes to Toñitas.
to the TV show.
Toñitas is a good place.
Wow.
I don't know now.
Let's keep talking about art. I'm gonna take this this Amaru.
Can I shut out before we end?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take these 3 last minutes. Well, maybe 1 because I want you
do it
guys to
super
prepare
short.
for you. And then let's shout out, announcements.
Yeah.
Saludos a la mamá, al papá, al perro, al
So
gato.
important things like for everybody, and here like we participate like in a cat rescue here in Astoria. It's called Astoria Cat Rescue. So we always need like volunteers, we need donation and stuff like that. Like every people put all their money or their time there. So it's pretty like a community service. So I encourage you like to go volunteer, donate if you can volunteer, please, and follow them, Astoria Cat Rescue on Instagram.
Astoria Cat Rescue.
Yeah.
I love cats.
And we with Roberto we start like joining like a rugby club. So I want to shout out the guys that now today.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the Instagram.
They're practicing today. They're killing each other. They have a game this Saturday.
Yeah.
So
And I also heard someone
There's a
told me
lot,
that you
there's
guys
a
are
lot.
practicing like lucha libre.
Yeah, we
too.
practice lucha libre
in Chile,
too,
back in
Chile.
Chile, and here a little, but it
I'll
was too
die.
expensive.
Mira, yo
So
muero,
shout out
me
to
encanta.
Queens Rugby Club here. Like, let's go,
Shout
my
out to
guys.
Rugby Club.
QRC, QRC.
Okay, that was Amaru. Anyone else?
No, yes.
That was
Thank-
Amaru.
thank you for
Fenoutt,
inviting us.
Roberto
Thank
and
you for
Emilio,
inviting us.
non-residents
Yeah,
in
thank
the
you for
house.
inviting
Matt
us.
here as well. While non-residents, I'm gonna ask my friends to start preparing for the live performance.
Yeah.
And if you are still with me behind the microphone, listening to the show, thank you so much.